I cannot use cell phones, smartphones, computers due to my electrohypersensitivity.
Then I don't know how I'm going to get you into court.
I become debilitated, incapacitated because of radiation poisoning. Where your court is located, there are many electronic. I will literally fry and be unable to move.
This squatter owes almost $12,000 in unpaid rent and refuses to leave. She hits the judge with sovereign citizen-style excuses about radiation and electronics instead of a moving date. Judge Simpson isn't letting a single deflection slide. What happens by the end of this hearing flips the entire case on its head. Let's go ahead and dive in.
Pamela Pio versus Nancy Gerler. Hang on. Hold on, counsel. I'm not going to worry about it at this point. I'm just trying to get through these. Come on. Your name?
Pamela Pio.
All right. Ms. Gerler here?
She's on the phone.
No, she's on the...
I do not know how this got muted again, Your Honor. I believed I was unmute. I have been present.
You're good right now.
Okay.
All right. Where are you folks in regard to this case? Did you receive a copy of her answer?
Yes, I did. Yes, I received it on the 13th. So I'm the owner of the home at Way, Dexter, Michigan, where the defendant is now occupying the first floor. I'm very nervous in this setting, so that's why I wrote everything.
That's okay. Me too. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm seeking possession of my property, and I want the defendant to move out immediately. We have no lease. On September 23rd, 2021. The defendant and I made a month-to-month verbal rental agreement, and she agreed to pay $995 a month on the first day of each month following the first payment. On October 4th of this year, I gave the defendant the proper 30-day notice demanding possession of my property because of non-payment of rent.
Well, okay, let me stop you there.
Okay.
A 30-day can't be the subject of a non-payment of rent action.
Okay. So.
All right. Do you want her to move, or are you just terminating her tenancy? I mean, are you terminating her tenancy and want her to move, or do you want her to pay you?
I want her to move, and I want to also have a money judgment. So I can't do that?
Yes, you can do that.
Okay, that's what I want.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I'm seeking a money judgment from the court for all back that she owes me as of December 1st, 2023, which is $11,995 plus court costs, $215, and service fee of $68.
So how much is your
So the total
claim?
money judgment requested from the court is $12,278.
All right, Ms. Gerler, what do you have to say to that?
Your Honor, when I first moved in, it was to be a temporary arrangement. I had another place lined up that did not end up being represented appropriately. It was to be vacated and renovated. Didn't happen. I have attempted along the way to give Ms. Peel, the plaintiff, money. I became extremely ill with COVID, which I have long COVID, along with 2 other disabilities. When I became behind in rent because of illness and sought help from local agencies, the plaintiff was offered money from Faith in Action, and she declined those monies. And there were other monies from other agencies that would have been available that would have satisfied my arrearages at that time of $2,985. Declining those monies led me to believe that she simply wanted me to move out. So I tried to start packing possessions, became ill with COVID again. I have, in the court documents, outlined to you the many times since then that I have been afflicted with every COVID variant. I already have a serious extreme condition of electrohypersensitivity that I cannot easily find a place to live. I cannot live in group settings, be exposed to Wi-Fi, wireless meters, be near cell towers. I need a rural environment.
Every time Judge Simpson asks a direct question, the response gets more elaborate instead of more clear. And that pattern alone tells you something. Claiming an inability to be near Wi-Fi, cell towers, or basic electronics conveniently lines up with every single deadline she's been asked to meet. This isn't a squatter refusing to leave outright, but the stalling has that same sovereign citizen energy, an endless list of reasons why the rules apply to everyone except for her. The landlord is nearly $12,000 in the hole and still has to sit through a story that keeps growing new chapters. A judge trying to run an efficient docket has to eventually separate genuine struggle from a strategy that just buys more time. Do you think her situation is as extreme as she's describing, or is this just a very creative way to avoid answering simple questions?
I no longer have a vehicle. I cannot use cell phones, smartphones, computers due to my electrohypersensitivity, and I thank the court for granting this Zoom appointment at the last minute, since I was not supplied the forms necessary in the personal and mailing service I received, and was actually waiting because in our December 1st hearing with Judge Barr, he informed the plaintiff that she had filed incorrect paperwork and needed to refile. So I have been waiting for that paperwork to come, which I don't know if something changed and was not necessary. But
What incorrect paperwork? I don't have a notice to that.
Well, and that's whatever happened, Your Honor. That's what I heard in court, and I'm not privy to what happened thereafter. I am chronically ill, Your Honor. When I get well,
Ma'am, hold on.
Work.
Yes, ma'am.
I spoke with my attorney counsel yesterday, and she said my paperwork was fine. I think it was just not clear to Judge Barr what I wanted because I didn't know how to present my case. So,
well, yeah, I actually see what Judge Barr is saying right now. Well, you filed two different notices. That's why. I got it. It's fine. I think. Hold on. That's not that one. Right. You filed two different ones, but you've got, it appears to me, the correct paperwork.
Your Honor, just to respond, that's what I heard from the judge. And my legal
but
counsel,
this is another judge saying that that's wrong. It's correct.
And that's fine. I have no problem, but I was waiting on that paperwork. I know that the plaintiff is someone who tries to do things appropriately, but what did not happen appropriately with this home that has been a long time rental is that there is no certificate of compliance on file with the township. And
so when are you going to move then?
Your Honor, I have had to deal with all the demands of the court, so I cannot explore that yet because I was required to apply for SER with the DHS, which was declined. I have contacted every agency available to me thus far.
Ma'am, do you understand she doesn't want you to pay rent and stay? She wants you to leave.